Hi everyone! So I wanted to share with you guys how I kind of get in a big bulk of my greens in. Number one, I definitely like to get the greens in a smoothie, in like a green smoothie. So all you raw foodies know that. It really blends them greens down and it makes your smoothies creamier actually. And I think green smoothies are delicious. I love the color of green smoothies. You can make them super green, super dark green, or light green, or in between green, you know, or minty green, or I really enjoy green smoothies. I do. But for dinner time, I do enjoy greens in my salads and my veggie dishes. But I do like to pack in the greens, and how I do that, especially trying to get roughly half a pound of greens in for my dinner, instead of just throwing the leaves in a big bowl like a lot of raw foodies see, you know, it kind of takes time to really chew all that up. And I know for me, I need some extra assistance here. And so over the years, I have always done what TannyRaw has done, or learned and kind of did my own version of what she has done. She calls it wet chopping, and she does that in the Vitamix blender with water. But I learned that from her. But what I do instead is I use a food processor or a chopper to chop up my half pound of greens, and it chops it up really fine. And these are the greens. I'm going to use power greens this tonight for my veggie salad base, and I'm going to put 8 ounces, half a pound of greens in there, but I don't want to eat them whole like this, so I'm going to chop them up real fine. So I'm going to take you guys along with me just to share with you guys, show you how I do it. And it chops it up super fine to where I can fit it into this bowl instead of having a massive huge bowl, you know, and just have it already chopped real fine so it's already easily ready to chew up, you know, and then to easily digest a little bit better, and I don't have to spend so long chewing all the greens, and then I can add more veggies to it and everything. And I just like it this way. I love doing this with my greens for my salads. Okay, so for my first step that I do, you guys, is I measure out half a pound or 8 ounces of leafy greens to begin with before I start chopping it all up. So I have my food scale here, and it's set to ounces. Okay, so we're at 3.5 ounces, 5.2 ounces, 7. Okay, guys, so there's all the leafy greens, and it says 8 ounces. Now, see, this amount of greens, I don't like spending so much time chewing up the whole greens like that. This is why I really like to chop it down to begin with, so it's easier. So it's easier for me. That's just how Miss Stace does it, you guys. Okay, so that's just how I do it. I just don't. I have done the munching like this large volumes. I'm just not into that. I'm not into that. I need to chop it down in smaller portions and sizes, and that's what works for Miss Stace. Okay guys, so this is the food processor that I have. I have had this for several years. Okay, this is over 6 years now. Okay, this thing has been a wonderful tool for me. When I first went raw, it was the only thing I had when I first went raw, but over the years, since I had got my juicer and then Vitamix blender and other utensils, this still has been a part of making my dinners and like salsas, and then definitely helping me with my greens, chopping up my greens. And it's still going. So it's a kitchen aid. I got it for like $25.99, I think, at Fred Meyer's in my grocery store area here, and on sale too. And so what a wonderful little investment that I did when I first went raw, that there's a lot of memories with this thing. Okay, a lot of memories with this thing, and I'm happy it's still chugging away. It's starting to go out a little bit, but it's still chugging away. So I like to use things up until I can't use them no more. So if it still works, we're still using it. So the greens, the half a pound of greens is nice and finely chopped. It's done. And I actually took some leaves and left them a little bit larger, but majority of it is finely chopped and very easily for chewing and just to get the amount of greens in that you need, and a good dose of greens in that you need for the day. And then so that one pack, or the half a pound, 8 ounces of greens that once filled a 1 pound container nearly, is now finely chopped down. So this is what I love about chopping up greens. It just makes it easier. So part of my dinner salads that I love to do is I love having added veggies, added peas, or added edamame beans in there. I don't cook my peas or my edamame. I buy them frozen, of course, but I let them thaw out on the countertop to room temperature, and I love them that way. They digest just fine now for me. And I love the flavor of edamame and the peas, and they go very well in salad dishes. But I have, of course, my power greens, half a pound, 8 ounces of the power greens in there, chopped, and then red cabbage, which is purple cabbage to me, but the politically correct term, I guess you could say, is red cabbage. And then some more chopped celery, and I'm going to put some tomatoes in there, and then some chopped chives, and maybe some chopped cauliflower. So I love having a little crunchiness in there too, but I definitely want to always make sure I get my greens in, a good dose of greens in. So that's how I do it. And then here is my dressing here, guys. It's my hemp seed dressing dip here, and it's got dill and basil in it this time. And oh my gosh, it's so tasty. My mouth is watering here, people. I gotta get going on some dinner here, because my mouth is watering for this. Woo! Alrighty guys, so that's how I do it. This is how I make a fully raw or raw food diet work for me. Okay, I am someone who does not like to eat huge volumes. It takes me a long time to get the amount of volume in. Okay, so my lifestyle is a lot different than everybody else's, just like your guys' lifestyle is different from mine and everybody else's too. But I know for me, I truly believe in fully raw and a raw food diet. I believe it's the healthiest way to eat. And but it is very important to make sure you get the amount of volume in order to get all that you need and enough in for your body, to meet your body's needs. So I know in today's day and age, you kind of do all that you can to do that, depending on your desire, how desirable you want health, how much you desire health, actually I should say, because I know I truly value health very strongly, and what I went through in the past, I don't ever want to go through that again. So I do all that I can to take care of my body's needs the best that I can. And this is what works for me. I'm happy to share it with you guys. This is how I do it up here in Alaska. This is what works for Miss Stace, and this is how I do it on a raw foods diet. So this is how I make it work. So remember to love being raw, you guys. Put a big old smile on your face today. I hope I did that for you, and I'll see you guys next video, okay? Bye guys.